Hey, what's up, survivalists? TeamWnJ here. I am currently loading up the live stream. If you're watching the replay of this, which likely you are, just give me a little bit. You might want to skip forward a little to the beef of the stream. Essentially, what I'm going to go through today is building the set in Minecraft. We're specifically focusing on a city called Far Reach City, and then I'm also going to be going through the title sequence that that we're using for Levaslier. Now let me just go grab some files real quick so I can say my opening speech, because I need to do some stuff with it. Alright, let me try this again. Hey, what's up, survivalists? It's Shay from TeamWnJ here to improve your animations and tell your stories. If you're new here, I live stream my progress with Levaslier every Thursday, so make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay notified. If not, welcome back. Okay, yeah, before I say anything, please read the description. I usually elaborate on my stuff after I go live because I have time to think about what I'm yeah, I think I might copy the topics of the description. If y'all don't know, my topics of my stream are usually in the description, so y'all know what I'm gonna go over. I just noticed how loud. There we go. Sorry, I just noticed how loud the audio was. I might have to redo the opening there, just so if I need the replay for that, I can grab it. Cool. Hey, there's one person in the stream right now. That's cool. Let me just paste these real quick. Alright, let me try that one more time. Sorry about that. Hey, what's up, survivalists? It's Jay from TeamWnJ here to improve your animations and tell your stories. If you're new here, I live stream my progress with Levaslier every Thursday, so make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay notified. If you're not, welcome back. Before I say anything, please read the description. I usually elaborate on the stuff that I've said after I go live because I've had time to think about what I've said. Excuse me. Okay, cool. In this live stream, what I'm gonna go over is well, first of all, we'll be going to Minecraft and we'll be building a set. We're specifically focusing on a medieval city called Far Reach City. That will be a city in Levaslier. And I'm also currently actually in After Effects, and I'm gonna go over the title sequence that we're using. I'm gonna just speed stuff up real quick because I'm not very happy with the way it looks right now. I'm going to make some changes, as well as talk about a little bit of the inspiration of the entire sequence. Because right now, let me actually turn off the media source right now. There we go. You can see my After Effects window. Right now, this is just where the title Levaslier pops up. And it's all cool and stuff. I think I made this last year, and I'm really happy with it. That being said, though, I'm not just going to use this. I might not. I'm not sure. I do want to put in a full-on title sequence, but don't, like, I think, title sequences are very heavily overlooked, especially when it comes to TV shows and anime, especially, because what happens is, I was analyzing a few animes and how, they do their opening sequences. I just went through, like, it doesn't matter if I've watched the anime or not, I've just gone through the titles, listened to the music, and see what they do for visuals. And in anime, what they do a lot is focus heavily on the music, and so you get a lot of catchy anime OPs. If you search, like, top 10 anime OPs, which stands for opening for all who don't know, you're gonna find a lot of stuff on just, like, the visuals. They're virtually gonna be the same. It's just the audio that's gonna be really, really catchy. That being said, though, not all anime OPs visually are bad. There are certain animes, for example, Konosuba is one of them. It doesn't fit Levaslier, but the opening is really good because it tells a story. If you watched it visually without the music, you still get some sort of a story going on. Specifically, Konosuba Season 2. I think I just watched a video by Mother's Basement on the title sequence for Tokyo Ghoul as well. And the thing with Tokyo Ghoul is it falls into a lot of the cliches and stereotypes that typical anime openings fall into. I'll discuss this in a bit. And at first I thought, oh yeah, it's just one of those animes again with those OPs. But what Mother's Basement did is he took a second look at it. He realized that cliches by themselves are not bad. It's how you use the cliches. Because cliches, we look down on cliches for one specific reason. That's because they're overused and abused. But if you actually understood how to use a cliche and how to use it properly, and actually used a cliche the way it's supposed to be used correctly and with meaning, and not just use it for the sake of using it, but have a proper reason of using it, you end up with yes, it's a cliche, but it has a lot deeper meaning. In give me 2 seconds. I need to drink water. Yeah, and it means a lot more. So this is what we have so far. It's just a fire that shows the name tag. So what I don't like off the bat is if we take a very close look at the title Levaslier, it actually shifts up a little bit right there. You see how it moves a little bit? I don't know why it's doing that. Second of all, the time it takes for the fire to fade in is exactly 4 seconds, which is way too long. For me, I want that to be about half a second or 1 second, because I'm not going to sit through this, wait for all this to settle, and then get to the title, and then sit another 4 seconds, and then have it fade. The fade right now is fine. What I really need to work on is how this comes in. Now in regards to the spark, the lens flare, the smoke, and the film burn, these are all the elements that are in the background. Oh, hold on, I messed up dust. So in the background, we have a bunch of dust. In the far background, we have a blue lens flare right up the top. And the background is just a gradient, a blue to a dark blue to dark blue gradient that comes up from the middle. The lens flare also flashes bright and dark, so that's just an opacity timeline, an opacity ramp up and down. We've got some sparks. These are just welding sparks coming off the top. We've got smoke on the bottom left, and we've got a film burn on the bottom right. I'm pretty sure this is a film burn. It could just be a yellow, a orange solid. Actually, let me figure out what this one is. It actually has, it has a good chance of being a yellow solid that I've just masked out the shape of to get a film burn looking sort of effect. Another thing I've noticed right now is that you can see where I've used the stock elements and there's like a clear line there. This means I just need to feather the sides out a little bit. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, there we go. This also drags on unbearably long. I'd like this whole title thing to probably go around 10 seconds. Oh, also, I want, after this to fade out, I want the entire sequence to dissolve into paper, and this will be symbolic when the first episode of Levaslier comes out. Cool. In regards to the fire, let me figure out what each layer is doing, because it's been a while since I've used this project. So this fire is here. I'm wondering if I can... How does this fire fade out? Does it just... No, it goes back in, actually. Okay. I was wondering if I could do a morph cut or something to fade the two back in, but I don't think that's going to work very well because of the abstract shape of fire. That being said, though, I could try to do a timeline. I keep saying timeline for no reason. A time skip. I just heard a sound. Hey, Harry's in the live stream now. You're on the stream, mate. Can you hear me? Alright, just give me 2 seconds. I'll let him know he's on the stream.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
So, right, I'm gonna speed this up, and then I need to also do something with the molten lava text that fades in, because that's.
Can anyone hear me? Hello.
Way too long. Yeah, we can hear you, mate. You can't hear us.
Okay, great, cool.
You're on the stream right now.
Yeah, I can't see the stream for some reason.
It's on YouTube. Oh, is it private?
Yeah, I know. I know it's on YouTube, but I can't watch the stream.
Oh, because it's private. Now it's public.
Ah.
Fuck, I messed up.
Okay, now it's
Yeah. Okay, sorry for the mess up, boys. For anyone who just joined in, I set the stream to private, and I had a whole spiel on everything about the stream. Let me just update everyone real quick, because... Alright, whoops, I fucked up. Let me just notify everyone. For all who just joined in... hold on, give me 2 seconds. Where's the YouTube channel? There it is, okay. Okay, well, nobody missed what I said, so that's cool. Well, no, it's gonna. This is more people. More people are gonna watch the replay than they are gonna watch the actual live stream. So I'll just keep moving forward. Yeah, until people actually come in, I'm not gonna re-explain anything that I said. Essentially, what I just talked about was what the live stream will contain. Okay, now people are starting to join in. Cool. Sorry everyone for the lateness of the live stream. I set it to private by accident. Essentially what we're doing is the title sequence for Levaslier, and then I'm gonna drop into Minecraft and start building the set. Actually, because Harry's here right now, hey, do you want to go into Minecraft right now? Can you hear me? Alright, I think he's disconnected. It might have some problems with his internet again. So no, I'll be doing the title sequence here. And this is not really the title sequence per se, but rather just the title screen. So this is how the text shows up on the first episode. And my problem right now with it is that, one, this drags on for too long. Whereby this whole fire thing lasts 4 seconds. That's way too long. The text here, if you take a very close look, it also shifts diagonally up and left for whatever reason. Everything else at the end is alright, how this fades out, but I also want the entire screen to turn into paper and kind of blow away from the wind. This will be symbolic when we get to the first episode. Cool. I'll try not to repeat myself too much unless people start joining in, because people watch the replay more than they do the live stream. So I'm prioritizing that audience. With that being said, let's speed this up by going to time and time stretch, I believe. Or is it time remapping? Time remapping, there we go. You can tell I haven't used After Effects in quite some time. I've been practicing Cinema 4D every day for some time now, and so my After Effects skills have gotten a bit rusty. Alright, so now it comes in really fast, but like, I feel like you could cut a few frames away from that, honestly. Like, honestly. Can I trim that? What happens if I trim that? Cool. So, now that that's happened, I think I will split this in the middle and trim away some of it, but not speed it up by so much. Maybe I'll do double speed by going up to 2 seconds. Let's let that buffer for a little bit. So essentially what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find the proper timing whereby the fire doesn't look too crazy. Oh, that looks really good, actually. The text just takes a bit long to settle in. So how I could save time further with this fire in particular is I could probably cut out a portion of this and try to merge them together. That being said, though, I have no idea how this will look. Let's find out. I'm just going to drag this over to here, do that. That gets me close to 1 minute 30 seconds. 1 second, 1.5 seconds rather. That's close enough for me. Alright, so that's how that looked. I personally couldn't tell that there was a cut there. So, unless I went frame by frame. No, not even. Not even. The abstract shapes of the fire actually saved my ass here, so I could shorten the fire quite a lot. Hey, someone just joined the stream. Welcome, welcome. If you're new to the stream, please leave a comment. I'd love to see who you are, just so I can interact with my community. These streams are less of me demonstrating my skills and teaching you guys how to do stuff, and more about just interacting with you guys and learning what you guys are doing and trying to help out however I can. I think this particular stream might go down a motivational route, just because I finished... Yeah, why haven't I said this yet? So for the past 3 live streams, I've been streaming my prologue progress, making the prologue for Levaslier. I finished it. I finished the primary animation for it. I've started live streaming in April. That was the first time y'all ever saw the prologue, and I finally finished. In 3 months, I was able to get a 5-minute animation, a fight animation that's 5 minutes long, that contains 97 shots. And I'm really proud of that, because 4 years ago, in 2014, when I made the first episode of Levaslier, that thing lasted 8 minutes, and that took me a full-on year to do. So this just shows how fast you can grow with a lot of practice. What is this? Okay, that's the mask. That is not the mask. I have no idea what that is, but I'll deal with it later. I'm trying to find the text layer now. I believe it may be on... No. Okay. That's it. I'm using Heat as a pre-comp. There we go. Okay, gotcha. First of all, this Levaslier logo is actually heavily outdated. The modernized, not modernized, what am I saying? The updated Levaslier logo looks a lot better. Let me see if I can find it and just replace the file. It should be under Levaslier logo.png. Hold on, what is this? Levaslier logo.psd. That might be it. Hey Harry, welcome back.
Hi.
Is your internet still giving up on you?
Pretty much. I restarted like 5 minutes before I joined the live stream for the first time. Didn't really work. I did literally everything, Sekihege and restarting router, and let it cool down for like 5 minutes.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Levaslier logo.png. Right, so this is the outdated Levaslier logo. We're just going to use the new one by doing a replace footage right here. Try not to show too many spoilers while navigating through my files. We're going to have to go into the Levaslier folder, so you might see something that you shouldn't. Logo, and there we go. So we put in the updated, and you saw like a little flash. Nothing's really changed much because I have a bevel somewhere on the effect, which is ruining everything. I need to figure out where that's coming from, actually. Because that's a pretty big deal. Okay, Levaslier melted uses stone and Levaslier outline, so that's not it. Okay, this is how fast it animates. I need to change this. I'll come back to this later. Levaslier logo here. Yes, this has a bevel on it that we don't really need. I'm just going to disable it there for now and just see how this looks. There we go. So we do need somewhat of a bevel, but it's a bit too strong right now because the new Levaslier logo actually has its own bevel. That looks pretty decent to me. Just to make it stand out and pop a little bit more. I have a feeling Harry just disconnected. You still here?
No,
okay.
I'm still here.
The fire itself is basically 4 different fire layers all composited together on a screen blend mode, and screen basically gets rid of all the black. So when you layer all these together, it looks like just a huge flamethrower. Yes, nobody, welcome. He says memes. Cool. I made a mistake earlier whereby I set the live stream to private, and I was wondering why it was taking people quite some time to join in. I'll give a brief explanation for the people who are watching live of what we're doing this stream. Basically, I finished all the animation work, or all the primary animation work for the prologue that I've been working on for the past 3 months. That's the prologue for Levaslier, rather. So I won't be animating today, but instead I'll be going into Minecraft and building the set. We're going to be focusing on Far Reach City, which will be a city in Levaslier. I'll be talking a little bit about how we built it and what we're doing, as in like the historical aspects of everything, how we're keeping it medieval and whatnot. And right now, you're actually watching me work on the title sequence for Levaslier, and well, not the sequence, but just the title card. I was actually briefly talking about how I'm looking at different title sequences from shows in Western countries, like shows on Netflix, for example, versus anime and how they're doing their title sequences. And it's really interesting how anime does it, because have y'all ever seen a video called like how to make an anime opening? Because some guy made that video, and it's literally just a stereotypical anime opening. And once you see it, once someone lays it out to you, each aspect of an anime opening, that's when you realize how predictable they are. Like, each anime opening is the exact same. There's always the one shot of the protagonist staring at the blank space, the protagonist either falling, jumping, or fighting, or running. And there's always the faces of random characters that pop up with some color in the background, some color that matches their personality, maybe. Some sort of opacity fade where one character is a bit more transparent than the other, probably in the background somewhere. Main character stares face to face or away from the antagonist while the screen is divided in the middle. You always see that in every anime opening. And so I thought at first that a good anime opening must have none of these, or limit those to be very minimal. And that's what led me to Konosuba, which is an anime. Konosuba Season 2 has a really good opening, because if you listen to the if you watch the opening without music, you can actually Fortnite anime opening. Yeah, exactly. That's another example. Yes, nobody just said Fortnite anime opening, and that's a primary example of how anime openings are done, because you can make an anime opening for everything just by looking at the tropes of what makes an anime opening an anime opening. Other than that, I mean, what was I on about? I was on about hold on, I'm play with these effects real quick. This turbulence display is killing me. No, I thought anime openings, the good ones, must not include any of that stuff. But then I realized that I had a saying for this myself that I completely forgot about. That is, cliches are only bad because people overuse and abuse them without knowing how to use them properly. And that is true for the most part, because all cliches started off for a reason. Somebody made it, and then other people looked at that. They thought, oh, that's a good idea, and they started doing it. And then more people started doing it, more and more and more. And sooner or later, the meaning of why that was actually done in the first place gets diluted, and people just use it because they saw other people use it. And so that brings me to Tokyo Ghoul, which is another anime. I haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul, but no, well, like it. The anime, the opening for Tokyo Ghoul is similar in a is not what am I saying? It's cliche. It has all the cliche elements on it. And at first I was like, oh, that's no good because it's cliche. But then this other guy called Mother's Basement, I believe that's his name.
Yes.
Here, what happens here? I fucked up. Hold on. Yeah, no, he said that yeah, even though they have all these cliches and stuff, they're doing it for a reason. There's a reason they're using all these cliches. It's not because they're inspired by other anime openings. No. It's because the humans and in Tokyo Ghoul, there's like a humans and ghouls, and they're like two different entities, but they can turn into each other or something like that. I don't know. But what happens is in the reflection of the mirrors in the opening, the humans' reflections are actually the ghouls, and that shows what it's like in the show, or like how these two worlds blend together and whatnot. So there's like a lot of symbolism that goes behind that, and there's a reason that they do stuff like that. It's not like in other shows where these main characters just stare into a pool of water and see their own reflection. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you see that everywhere, right? And that meaning has been diluted if you just start abusing it. What is this? Is this? Oh, this. Oh. Hold on. I've done goofed. I need a way to. How do I do this fast? Got it. On exactly 1 second 16. Yes. What I'm doing right now is that I find the Levaslier title card a bit slow. If we look at the final composition, this is what it looks like. See how this fire fades in the text? This used to take 4 seconds. And 4 seconds is way too long for me. I don't like 4 seconds. So I'm shortening it down to 1 second 9 frames. Sounds like a better number to me. It's still taking a while to settle in, and I'm not sure why. Probably because of this. Yeah, okay, there's a layer called heat. There we go.
Okay, so that's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's been like years since I fired up this document, so I'm not... I'm a bit unfamiliar with what's happening. Harry, were you about to say something? I think I cut you off there.
No, I was just saying like, oh, that's what you're doing.
Are you
Just
watching
the stream? Yeah. Yes.
You're watching the stream while your dog is on your arm. Yeah, cool. I have cats back in Hong Kong, but not over here. I don't. I can barely take care of myself. I can't take care of cats.
Your cats will fucking starve, man. You're broke.
Yeah. No, I'd feed the cat and I'd die myself.
Hey, feed me first.
What?
No, nothing.
Let's work on the fade here. I haven't used After Effects in so long, I almost smashed all the wrong, like, buttons. Because I've been using Cinema so much. For
Yeah.
whatever reason in After Effects, to move one frame to the left or the right, it's not left and right arrow key. No, it's page up and down. Like, what? Why?
What do you use for usually for editing?
I usually use Adobe Premiere Pro.
Okay.
Well, okay. I started off using iMovie because I had a MacBook. Still do.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, and then the first thing I ever learned was After Effects, but that's not for editing, right? And then iMovie is for editing. After Effects is for special effects, like visual effects stuff. I used iMovie from 2010 to 2015. Then my Mac broke. So then I didn't have anything to edit with, and I had a little laptop. And so I knew I needed something to edit with, but I didn't know what I could get. And for whatever reason, I didn't like Premiere. I think I got scarred when I was a kid, because I fired up Premiere, I looked at the interface, and I was like, ugh. I didn't want anything to do with it, so... no, I didn't want to get Premiere at first. I actually ended up getting Sony Vegas. And, I used Sony Vegas from 2017... for the first half of 2017, I used Sony Vegas exclusively. And I found that Sony Vegas is really good for doing stuff with music. And obviously, it's because Sony Vegas is built for music. And then film came in second. Then, because I'm in film school, and one of my teachers went, Julian, what are you editing with? I said, Sony Vegas. He goes, stop. No, you're not. You're using either Premiere or Avid. That's the two industry standards. So I had to switch to Premiere. It was either between Premiere, Avid Media Composer, or Final Cut Pro. And I didn't want to do... Avid Media Composer is used for the longest time, and I didn't want anything to do with Avid, because Avid is slow, it's just bad. It's like, it's worse than iMovie in every single possible way. So, no, I'm not going to use that. Final Cut Pro just seems like a downgraded version of iMovie. Don't feel like it much. So I decided to stick with Premiere. And after like a month, not even a month, after 1 week of using Premiere, I was fluent at it. Like, I could edit with my eyes closed. Yes, nobody says Sony Vegas crashes too much. Funny, because not After Effects, Premiere, over the past 3 days, has crashed on me 3 times. Yeah. Premiere has crashed on me 3 times in 3 days, and Cinema has crashed on me twice in 3 days. I don't know if that's me or the program. The most annoying thing I've had so far is not that the files are unsaved, because I can simply just redo all the stuff, right? The most annoying part is when I'm done, I save, and I hit export, and then it crashes on me. Because you have, like, your brain goes, finally done, export, crashed. Now you're, finally, it goes into, fuck you, I have to do that again, I have to hit 2 buttons again, fuck you. That's the worst. That is the absolute worst. I was on the export menu, and it crashed on me.
Yeah, at least you saved.
Yeah, at least I saved.
Imagine
I know what I goofed.
you didn't save at all for the entire day. There goes your momentum.
Sometimes when I'm making tutorials for YouTube, I go, this is just a tutorial. I don't have to save. I'll get through this fast. And then I realize that I don't like being lazy, and I spend a lot of effort doing everything. And then it crashes as I'm about to record the tutorial. And so I can't record the tutorial because I have to redo every fucking thing because I thought I was smart or something. Oh god, I hit the arrow keys again. God damn it.
Alright.
What am I looking for? A little black medical book.
Joey Marketon says hello. Hello there.
Hey, how are you? I'm good. How about you? Welcome to the live stream. These live streams usually are for Minecraft animation, specifically my web series Levaslier, but I've actually recently finished part of the animation work, so I'm not doing any animation for the next few days. In fact, I'm focusing more on the title sequence that will show up at the end of the animation, as well as jumping onto Minecraft later on to build a medieval city. Everything I'm doing right now is for Levaslier. That's my web series. So I think I've actually just finished up the title. Yeah, that looks pretty decent to me. Some of the distortion might have to be fixed. Yeah, it moves a little bit. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna fire up Minecraft. Harry, you want to log on as well?
Yes, I already have it on.
Okay, cool.
But you haven't had your laptop on.
The
You have
server
to
is
put that
not
on.
on Hamachi. That's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Our server is still on 1.12 right now. We're not updating to 1.13 because the texture pack hasn't been updated. That being said, Bucket and World Edit have been updated, which is interesting. 1.13 will be great for us builders because the debug stick allows you to get a lot more interesting shapes with stairs and slabs and all that sort of stuff, and pistons too.
Yep.
You can do that with World Edit, but you can't update any of the blocks around it. But with the new debug stick, you actually can.
You want to sort of the server first?
The server's already on.
Is it? Okay, it's not on Hamachi then. Wait.
Hold on a second.
Is your server on
Hamachi's has
desktop,
run into a
or...
problem. I'm going to have to do a computer restart.
Ah. Oof.
That's cool. I'll just wait in Minecraft for a second and just take a second.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry, have you seen the final animation?
Yes. You sent me it, and
Alright, I sent you it this morning, haven't I? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna forward you the topics for this live. Excuse me, the topics of this live stream. Just check TeamWnJ. The chat.
Sure.
TeamWnJ.
Sure.
That's what we'll be talking about today. So see how you can bump me up on that.
Okay. Sure. All right.
Coolio. Someone else just joined the live stream. Welcome. I'd love to see who you are. Please leave a comment if you just joined in the live stream. These live streams are for getting to know the community and less of me trying to show off. So it'd be great to see who you are. Let's try to get some discussion going about either Minecraft animations or the Minecraft situation or anything of the sorts. I think this live stream is gonna end up going a sort of more motivational route, just because I've sort of finished my my animation work so far. It's for anyone wondering about the prologue, it's turned out to be. Sorry, I've moved away from the mic a little bit just so I can restart my other computer. So my prologue animation will be. The plan is to show it in a big event that I'm not announcing just yet. But the plan was to get it down to 3 to 5 minutes, and we have it down at 5 minutes right now. What's really impressive is that I managed to get a 5-minute animation compiled of 97 different shots. 97 in 3 months. And when you consider the fact that in 2014 I tried to make Levaslier with Cinema 4D, and it took me 1 whole year to make 8 minutes of animation, compared to what I'm able to do now. 3 months, 97 shots, 5 minutes, full-on fight animation. I find that really impressive. There we go. My computer's just logged on. Hamachi's turning on.
Yes, nobody.
Go on in a few seconds. Yes, nobody says. Honestly, 1.13 is so fucking broken. As for SMPs and other things, hell, the mobs are supposed to have a trident, don't spawn, there are less dungeons, etc, etc. Yeah, I saw all that. You're right, it is good for building. Like, for building, I really like how the new water works by filling up those holes in the underwater and stuff, because that's been something that I've been bitching about ever since stairs were even introduced. I don't know how well the survival works yet, but I was thinking of a way to fix Minecraft. I'm thinking of doing this as a video. Here's the title of a video that I thought of. Microsoft didn't kill Minecraft, Notch did. Because Notch introduced the Ender Dragon, and that's what I believe killed Minecraft. Either the Ender Dragon or creative mode did. It ruined the fun of Minecraft survival because it took the objectiveless gameplay away, and it gave it an objective. And once you have that,
I don't think creative mode killed it.
No,
because creative
it's a
mode
combination
also
of both. Because people who play survival, they want to play survival for a reason. They want to gather the resources and they want to build in the survival world. That's what it used to be before the Ender Dragon and before the creative mode.
Yeah.
Now, if you just want to build, there's no reason for you to do it in survival mode, right? Because you have infinite blocks in creative mode, unless you're purposely doing a challenge whereby you're building things in survival mode, sure. And then they introduced the Ender Dragon. So once you go play survival, You're not playing survival for any other reason other than to kill the Ender Dragon. And so once you kill the Ender Dragon, what do? Do you build? No, because if you want to build, you go into creative mode. So what do? You just stop playing. You start a new world. That's what you do. That's what you have to do. Before that, you started one world. You started playing that world. You did whatever you did in that world, mined whatever, and you build and you build and you build and you build, because that's the only thing you could do in Minecraft. And because you spend so much time on the world, you fall in love with it, and you just fall in love with it, and you keep on wanting to play it, and that's what drew people back to Minecraft over and over. Yes, nobody says it's good for speedruns. Yeah, I agree. It is really good for speedruns, and I love speedrunning. I did offer a solution to the Ender Dragon problem. I looked at... I'm not sure if... I think you may have been here in some of my previous streams where I pointed out that Minecraft adds a lot of features that you can explore, but there's no incentive to explore. So say, for example, the ocean monument. There, in reality, is no reason for you to go there. Yes, you can get that, like, water beacon thingamadoohickey, but that's not going to help you kill the Ender Dragon at all. So, what if, in every single naturally generating structure with a boss in it, so let's say, for example, if you made the desert temple much bigger and had, like, a big boss fight and there was, like, an entire sequence, okay? Let's say that, the wither, the monuments, the jungle thingy-madookis, then, like, whatever other rare spawns, and these are rare spawns, like the mansions and whatnot, those things. Those are the only places that you can get an Eye of Ender. What if that happened? If you couldn't craft Eyes of Ender, those are the only places you can find it, or like mineshaft or something.
I think that may or may not remove the incentive to explore the Nether.
No. To fix that, the Wither can only be spawned in the Nether, and in a specific room in the Nether. Fixed.
Yeah, that works, I guess.
Also, there is no incentive to explore the Nether in the first place. The only incentive to explore the Nether is to get the Wither Skulls for the Wither. So, either way, you're going to be exploring the Nether for the Wither Skulls. But I want to keep it in the Nether, so let's make the Wither fight in the Nether just to make it a little bit harder. Anyway, not the point.
Actually,
if that's the case, then you'd have to explore the entire world and the Nether to get the Eyes of Ender. You must go into the Desert Temple to get the Eye of Ender to complete the Stronghold. And you don't know how many... You don't even know how many... Eyes of Ender you need to complete the portal, because they spawn naturally, right? There's some already in there. So it depends on your luck on how many different structures you have to find, and the game basically forces you to explore thousands of blocks away, as you would do before the Ender Dragon was introduced. Because previous to that, you had nothing to do, so you just end up walking all around the place. I remember when I was playing beta 1.3 or something, like I spawned in, built a house, walked like 500 blocks to the left, built another house, started another mine, walked over a little bit, built another house, started doing stuff, and then you end up, if you look at the trail of how a beta player goes, it's like spawn and 1,000 blocks in like almost every direction, more than 1,000 blocks in every direction, probably like 16 different houses. That's what it's like. Now that the Ender Dragon's in the game, you build one house. That's it. You build one house that you keep going back to, and that's where you keep all your stuff. And then once you have your diamond armor and whatnot, that's when you go, okay, now we're setting out to fight the Ender Dragon. So you pack up all your ender pearls, all your Eyes of Enders, and you go to the Ender Dragon. You go to the Stronghold, you fight the dragon, and you're done. That's it, right? And so that kind of ruins it, because also without the Eye of Ender. By the way, without the Eyes of Ender, you can't find the Stronghold as easily. Because you have to throw one and it pops. Like, there's a chance of it popping. So you have to choose whether you're throwing it to get a general direction of where it's going, or do you save it and plug it in. So, that adds an extra layer of it. And also have them spawn in minecart, not minecarts. In the what do you call it? The abandoned mines as well. Have them spawn there. Because those are really common, and those can be explored quite a lot. Like, have it as a rare spawn, probably. Or even a dungeon, even. Yeah, yes, nobody says, I feel like everything should have a revamp like the ocean. I agree, everything should have a revamp, but it depends on what you mean by revamp. Let me start the server up real quick, because I've been waiting for something to start, but I didn't hit enter. Hold on.
Also, wasn't the incentive of exploring the Nether to get blaze rods and blaze powders from blazes? No?
Yeah, you get blaze powder to make the Eye of Ender. That's what you need.
Eye of Ender, yeah.
But you can also use blaze powder to make strength potions.
True.
So it's not the most useful thing in the world, but like neither is rotten flesh, or neither is like gunpowder. Like a lot of the drops from the mobs in Minecraft are useless. The most useful ones are skeletons. They drop bones and arrows. Those are very useful. Everything else, like spider eye, what do you do with a spider eye? You make a potion out of it. That's it.
Yeah,
right?
fucking.
So useless.
Yeah. A lot of them are just
when nobody says everything should have a revamp, I agree to an extent. If you're talking about a revamp like the 1.9 combat update, that's a revamp for combat that wasn't needed. That was completely unnecessary and that ruined the game. Keeping the same idea but adding new content. I feel like they have to add new content because taking away content I don't think is an option. Because once you start taking stuff away, that's when people who actually use it go, hey, I'm using that. Stop. And then you get really confused. This is you want a good example of this? 1.13 removes the removes how you do bunk beds. So usually you put 2 blocks on the ground, you put a bed on top of it, you smash the 2 blocks, and you put a bed underneath. You can't do that anymore because if you smash a block underneath the bed, it's gonna get wrecked, right? That's what happens when you take stuff away. It wrecks a lot of stuff. So you can't take stuff away because someone out there is going to use it. Is going to use it. Like at least one person out there. And that's the problem with 1.9. They took away the combat and they revamped it with a new system by introducing dual wielding shields and the recharge. I don't have a problem with dual wielding. I don't have a problem with shields. In fact, I'm a proud advocate of them. So ever since the alpha days, I was yelling for dual wielding because I wanted to hold a torch in one hand and a sword in the other, or a pickaxe in the other, while I was exploring the cave. Does Minecraft have like dynamic lighting? So can you hold a torch in your hand? Does that light up your stuff, or do you have to place it?
You always have to place it.
You have to place it? Okay, cool. Yeah, so
other than in shaders,
they need to do that. They need to have it so that you don't place the torches. And it's not going to be like, oh, well, then you only need 1 torch and you can complete the game without placing any torches down. No, of course you can't because you're going to get lost. Torches are a way that Minecraft players navigate where they've been. And like, because you always place it on a left wall, for example, then you know where you go. So if you never place anything down, you're going to get lost. And then, so dual wielding is a good thing. I like dual wielding. Dual wielding.
What ruined it is probably the recharge.
Yes, my biggest problem is the recharge. Shields are very useful as well. See, here's the thing with shields. I think I mentioned this to Harry once. I said this is a way that they could have done 1.9. Is the server on?
Yes, the server's on. I'm already on it. Yes.
So, let's say, for example, that they took away the recharge. You would then say, oh, then shields be useless, right? Because if you can spam click, then if you just hold the shield out, then it's like people can just sprint around you. Yeah, sure, but what was the reason that I offered? First of all, you could shield dash. This is unrelated, but you can shield dash. So if I hold a shield like this and I left click, then I can punch with the shield, and that's gonna send people flying back. So that's one thing, because I can punch people away if they're spamming me. What's the second thing? Oh no.
Shield bash and then.
Not even, because if I hold the shield up and the guy's just standing in front of me, all I have to do is turn and look at them, and they'll never be able to damage me, right? No, it was the stamina bar. Not a stamina bar as in like you can't sprint forever. I mean, as in when you hold your shield up, there's only a certain amount of time that you can hold your shield up before your shield has to go down. That's another thing that can balance the shields.
Yeah, that. Right.
Because in theory, if someone tries to rampage you and you just held shield the entire time, this is what happens. Like, if I pop a shield here, and I get a diamond sword, right? Right, no, you can't. Yeah, you can't just like shield your entire way to your enemy like this. Where is he? There he is. Okay. So if he's there and I'm trying to fight him, I might just do this, because I'll never get hit. If he tries to shoot me, right now and I have my shield up, this is what it's gonna look like. This is not fun, nor is it interesting, nor does anyone want to do this. Who would want to do this? Exactly. So if you had a shield recharge thing, so that you can't hold it up forever, you're gonna force people to have to run in and use the old combat with the spamminess. And the spamminess is not a bad thing. making combat more realistic by adding the cooldown is not a good thing. Realism is not necessarily a good thing. Minecraft did not need this level of realism. The combat was fine. It was fun, and it was, well, it's not unique because it's all just button spamming. But to an extent, you do need skill. Like, if you've never PvP'd before, and you try to PvP someone who's, like, 3 FPS. 3 FPS was one of my mates I played with. He's a really good PvP guy. If you never fought a single time in your life in Minecraft, you went against someone who knew how to fight, you're gonna get destroyed. Because these guys know that if I jump to the side like that, what I just did was like a common PvP move, right? If imagine guys are right in front of me, you jump to the side and you start attacking them from behind, like diagonal from behind, right? You can't do that anymore. It's just because you just can't do that. You gotta hit and then you shield, and then you hit and then you shield. Who wants to do that? Like, that takes away like all the fun. You want to see my mods here? I have Minecraft default, Minecraft Coda Pack, Forge Loader, Forge. I have item physics, so that's that. I have ambient sounds, which adds all the noises and stuff. Boracam. What is Boracam? But that's third person. Dynamic surroundings, again, adds more sounds and realism. Enhanced visuals is all the blood on screen that you see. Mine menu is the circle thingy that I don't use that much. Mobends is, I'm not using animated players, I'm using Mobends. Shoulder surfing is stuff for third person and...
Animated players isn't updated, is it?
Excuse me, what now?
Animated players isn't updated, is it?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So no, this
if
third
it has
person
been,
mod is really
be
good.
using it. Anyways.
I think if you've ever played Minecraft in third person, you realize that it's a bit bitchy to play because like it's just a bit, you don't have as much control. But what this mod does is it throws your camera to the side. So you see how my guy's not standing straight in the middle, but on the side, and you see how my cursor is moving very spastically. What it's essentially doing is locking onto targets. It's like if I want to look at the one block to the right of this, I can lock on immediately. If I wanted to look at Harry, I can lock onto him immediately in third person. So even if I wanted to go into combat in third person with him, I can hit him like exactly where I want to. Alright, cool. Enough fun of that.
Yep.
Yeah, no. So I make Minecraft as immersive as possible just because it's this. First of all, it reflects what it looks like in the animation, and also because I have a really powerful computer and I want to take advantage of it.
Yep.
Making Minecraft immersive has always been a goal of mine, so I'm glad I'm finally able to do it. Anyway, here is the city of Farreach. Before, I almost said a spoiler. Never mind. We're gonna continue building. So obviously this upper flat area is not gonna be flat. We're gonna have houses all around this place. What we're doing is essentially dividing the city into different districts. Down here we have the sort of poorer district. Over there, that's the jail, and up here is the upper district, and over there is the castle. And by dividing this into districts, it actually adds a very interesting sort of a metaphorical look on things, because this is the lower district, and it's not lower just because it's lower in terms of its physical level. Its buildings are also going to be poorer compared to, so you see how these like 2-floor buildings are kind of scruffy like this, and then you come up to the top on the upper level and you get these really enhanced 3-level buildings with like fancy diagonal bridges and whatnot. And so the metaphor here is that the upper levels have fancier buildings and they're higher class, as opposed to the lower buildings, which are lower class. Andreas says, Harry, lower down, you're laughing. Yes, nobody says. As a person who plays PvP every day, 1.9 sucks, lol. Do you play PvP with the spam clicking, or do you play it with the cooldown? Because I've heard that on certain servers they've removed the cooldown thing somehow. I don't know how they do it, but they somehow do it. And
yeah, I remember.
I think those would still be fun.
Minecade or something. Minecade lowered it. I think Minecade or something lowered it, like or rather like disabled the 1.9 PvP thing, the cooldown.
I don't play multiplayer that much. I honestly don't play Minecraft that much.
I know you don't.
The only reason I play Minecraft is to build. Yeah.
I mean, neither do I. So yeah.
Did you watch my recent video on what Optimus and what's his name, Welsh Gamer got wrong? Because these two YouTubers made a video on one, why Minecraft is dead, and two, why Minecraft is not dead. And I did like a response to that. Yeah, he plays on Hypixel. Okay, cool. Because I pointed out that the 1.9 update is, that was my Facebook. The 1.9 update is specifically targeted towards PvP players. That's why it's called the combat update. So when the PvP community responds negatively to that, you should take a look at it and say, hey, maybe we should undo this change before it gets ingrained. That was my Facebook. Before it gets ingrained into the culture. Don't build this house yet. I'm not done with it.
Okay.
Before it gets ingrained in the culture. Instead, they just kept it and they said, I think, not Mojang, right? But I've heard that one of the reasons that someone gave, not anyone of good name, just like some random person, says, the PvP community does not represent the Minecraft community as a whole, and a majority of the community actually don't mind the change. That's what they said in quotes, right? The thing is, if you're talking about a community that doesn't use PvP primarily, their opinion is not as valuable as someone who uses PvP every day. Like, that's just a fact. They don't have as much value in their opinion. Secondly, they don't mind the change. That doesn't mean they like the change. If we were to introduce the old PvP back, guess what? They would not mind the change. Honestly. Because they don't use the change. Like, they don't use it. They won't mind. Of course they won't mind. Hey, Harry, do you want to add a, rim around? Yeah. We've got, like, a rim around this side. Do you want to add the rim around the other
Which
side?
one? TP... Wait, which one?
Like,
Give me a bit.
this edge here?
Yeah?
You see how on the other side we've got these, like, stone brick... not stone brick. The, 43 slabs?
Yeah.
You want to add that
Wait,
on this side?
I haven't added that? What the fuck? Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna start laying up
I was
houses.
pretty sure that was there. Alright, got it.
I think I really should just make these houses generally bigger, like in every possible way.
I think it's 44, right? 44 sounds about right.
44 is stone slab. 43 is full stone slab.
43, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Did you forget the
said
codes?
no.
We didn't play for like a month and you forgot everything already.
Yes.
Amazing.
I mean, what do I remember? Come on.
That's true.
Yeah. That's me, dude. What do you expect?
Oh, what I'm really looking forward to for 1.13 is something that most Minecraft players don't think about. Because we play with a conquest texture pack and everything is retextured. So like I'm using black concrete right now, but obviously this is not black concrete. Like realistically, this is some sort of stone brick cobble thing, right? Okay, it's not black concrete. So I get to retexture my stuff. With the coral, especially the dead coral, you can place that everywhere. And that makes for some very interesting foliage. Like, you could do a lot with that. If you could, because I think you can literally place that on, like, stone or something. You can place a piece of coral on stone. It'll be dead, but, like, you get some really interesting textures to play around with. So instead of placing just, like a fern or something on the ground, you can place, some corals all around. If you can place them on walls and stuff, it'll be even better. Because then, like, in, like, a bathroom, for example, if you want, like, a floating plant or, like, a plant hanging on the ceiling or whatnot, you can actually do that as well. And with the texture pack, it just makes so much more options that you can play around with. I'm not sure I want this whole path to be walkable. What do you think? Yo, should we make the whole outside rim walkable or not? I feel like I should cut it off, like, in the diagonal.
Not
to
really.
Make it more unique.
I don't know. If you cut it in the diagonal, this whole wall of texture.
No, not the wall. I mean, like the path that you walk on, like the melon path that you're building right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll start drawing the path out. Maybe that'll.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you draw the path.
Oh wait, fuck! Did I mess up? Oh god damn it! I messed up. Oh, I did the wrong command.
Okay.
Yep. I did sphere and cell. Okay. I think your brush size is a bit big, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed.
Use brush size of 1, because that's a 3x3.
I think it started being really big at like here. So let me change
I'm
that.
pretty sure it was always really
I'm just
big,
gonna
it's
smooth
just
out
that
my
you
hand.
didn't notice.
That may also be true. Yes.
Okay, so that's what the path would look like, but I'm feeling like, what if you drew this out here or something?
Yeah, I'm thinking of that actually. Yeah,
And maybe
that was one of
cut
what
this
I'm
like a
thinking
pie,
of.
I don't
I
know.
was thinking of making it like diagonal
Yeah,
or
yeah, I was
like
thinking of
straight
cutting
right
it through
here,
here as well.
something like that. Yeah. And then you would, but yeah, you can have another house right here.
You could probably clean up the path a little bit as well, yeah.
Yeah, I think I reckon if we clean up the path right here in this area, we could put another house in this place.
Probably. Let's try to finish this district today. What time is it? It's 11:21. I need to sleep at 12. That gives me 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Let's fucking do it, boys.
Oh. Yep,
No
sure.
worries.
You're
Sorry for the
opted
late
out.
stream today. Once you're done with animation work, especially for me, you then realize that you are also you're more than just the animator of Levaslier, because you then realize that you're also the director, and you're also the producer, and you're also the editor, and you're also the marketing guy, and you're also the guy who has to communicate with the rest of the team. And you also realize that you have like life responsibilities and school and everything else, and you start doing all of that, and then at like right before the stream, you get hit with, fuck, I need to do the live stream. So yeah, late stream because I've had stuff to do. Anyway, I was gonna make this a more motivational talk because of the way the
I think my Minecraft crashed.
as you
Oh.
okay, he's gone.
Sorry.
As you all know, the live stream hey Ragecrafter Studios, welcome to the live stream. We've been waiting for you.
Welcome.
What was I talking about? I bit my tongue and then I saw Ragecrafter.
Life.
Right, life. Yeah, so for the past 3 months, I've been working on the prologue for Levaslier, and you guys, that's what I've been working on in Cinema 4D. So I know for the last 2 weeks I've been kind of slacking off and I haven't been doing much in the live streams. That's because when I'm live streaming, I don't really get much done. Like I'm not supposed to. It's a live stream. It's not a showcase of my work. But after I get the live streams done, I spend a lot of time working. And so 3 months of work pay off. The entire prologue primary animation is done. Now I say primary animation, and that's important because secondary animation comes next. And that's lip syncing and all the follow through action with cloth and whatnot. And so I'm working with a secondary team to do that. So while I'm celebrating right now and while I'm chilling and playing Minecraft and just having some fun building the set, even though the set will not be seen until later on, like you will not be in Far Reach City for Levaslier in the first episode. I'm just saying. But it's a good time for me to take a break away from Cinema 4D and do something else. But I do realize I have to go back to cinema in quite a short bit to start helping out the secondary team. After that, I also have to work with the sound team to get composition done for music and whatnot. So there's still a lot of stuff to do. What I'm trying to say here is that don't stop halfway is what I'm trying to say. I could stop right now and say, wow, my 3 months of hard work really paid off. I got an animation done that I could have never done when I was 14 years old. Now that I'm 18 and I have so much skill, I'm able to do this in 3 months. Look at how skilled I am. Haha, check this out. It's amazing. And show that off to everyone, right? And I could just slack and I could play Minecraft. I could relax. I can go, oh, thank God I'm done. I don't have to do this anymore. Or I can say, hey, more work needs to be done. This relaxation is temporary, and I'm fully aware of that. That being said, though, I'm not going to worry about the work that comes next. I know I have to do the work, so I'm not going to worry about anything. I have nothing to worry about. I'm going to do it. But it's good to take some time off. I'm addicted to my work. I would love to be working right now, but I need some time off just to chill and just to worry about myself. And balancing the, I need to take a break, and I need to work really hard and work my ass off is something really important for animators to know. Animators or film guys or anybody obsessed with their work like I
think it's life in general.
Yeah. Because it's for me especially, it's very easy to get obsessed with work. When you're working on something that you're so passionate about, something that you've been working on 6 years for, like it really takes a toll on you. But at the same time, I really want to do it. Like I've worked my ass off. I really want to do it. So yeah, taking breaks and working hard is the balance in that is a goal in life. Are you building the houses, or are you fixing up the roads?
I'm fixing up the road
Cool.
for us to build houses with a less bitchier road.
Whoop.
Do you think we can fit in 2 houses right here?
Where?
I mean, I don't care. But
Do we
that'd
have
be nice.
a tavern up here?
Ooh,
Do we have a tavern?
you know what? Let's make a tavern right
I want to
here.
make a tavern in the bigger areas because I want the tavern to be like big.
Ooh, okay. So let's say right here or something next to a gate, or
Next. Oh yeah,
actually
that's a
even
really
better.
good idea. Actually, since it's like directly next to the gate.
Either next to the gate or right next to the theater. So you
Yeah,
either
no, dude,
want
this corner right here is perfect because it is next to the gate and it's next to the theater as well. So
Yeah.
like the high-ranking people could either stop up here. Like there's a high-ranking inn up here. There's a low-ranking inn down there. I'm pretty sure. The castle's right there as well. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. And there's such there's like a perfect 90-degree right here, so it'll make building really easy as well.
Right.
Cool. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. Cool.
I want another bakery and another set of like butchery and all that sort of stuff up here as well.
Of course.
Just because high-ranking and
you're not gonna
societies separate stuff, you know.
Yeah, better stuff up here.
So something about the cities that we're building in
Absolutely.
Levaslier is that we do our research into what medieval what medieval cities look like and what they function like, and I've also taken a look at real life societies and what they do to keep their societies functioning properly, and like the governments and whatnot. And so a lot of that is actually reflected in our builds in Levaslier. For example, if you go down the street somewhere, you realize that water is not accessible to everyone in the medieval city, and so you find wells quite often that you don't see that much in a modern day society. And so in this specific like this specific area, you can see that there are a collection of houses, and there's this one well that these houses all share. And that's why all these houses have the door all facing this one direction where the well is. And there are wells all over the place. I'm pretty sure there's another well somewhere here.
Right here.
Yeah, for people to share. So, the thing with Far Reach as well, you can probably guess that it's pretty snowy here. I've tried to keep like the mood of the city. It should be very snowy, and I mean it is. So, these wells are actually they don't freeze.
I mean, it literally has a
wells
mountain,
don't freeze.
so.
That's something new that I learned. I thought wells froze. Apparently they don't. Yeah. But like, most people wouldn't even think about that. Like, they just wouldn't. Like, when they're building cities and whatnot, they'll just build a bunch of houses. Also, if I was to do this not in Minecraft, I don't think I'd have those wells done like that. Like, not that it really matters to an extent. It's like, you're not going to see this one well here in the animation. But I'm looking at Levaslier as more than just the animation. Like, once I get the animation done, I also want people to join onto our server and, you know, play, and actively take part in the story of Levaslier and whatnot. I'm thinking of doing some mini games for our server. Not going to say too much about that yet, just in case. Just in case
it doesn't come to invitation, yeah.
Yeah, but no, if it does come up to a server, just know that I've been planning, like a public server, just know that I've been planning for a while, and it should be pretty fun. It'll be like a PvP minigame, that's all. With the layout of the city, along with like the wells and stuff, if we take a look at the other districts, say for example, over there at the docks, there is a whole marketing district. And why this is at the docks is because when ships come over and they deliver their goods, because in such a snowy place, it's very difficult to farm your own goods, and so you have a lot of imported goods, and it'd be a real dick move for you to import all the stuff and have to go through all the city. So there are some cheap shops over here for people who do fishing and whatnot, and like just cheap goods that you can sell over here. If we go downstairs, there's actually even like restaurants and whatnot that people can go into. This is newly built, so there's not much here right now. That being said, though, this is not the only marketing district, because in realistic cities, there are more than one marketing district. In a realistic city, there's actually something called a town central, and this has a lot of churches. So we have a church right here at our town central. This is in front of our main city gate. We've got some guard houses and barracks here. They're not called guard houses, they're called barracks. So these are where all the guards stay, and these are where they take care of stuff. We've got stables in front of the gates, because people who come into the city need to park their horses. We're also going to build stables outside, but I don't think we've got to that yet. No, we haven't. Either way, in the city central, there's going to be tents and little shops as well that we haven't got to building yet. But alongside that, we've also got some bakeries here. This is all quite empty. We've got a bakery here, missing a door. Let's fix that. There we go. We've got bakeries, inns. I think this is an inn right here. Yep, this big building right here is an inn that people can stay in. Also missing a door. What's going on, hey?
Mate, you figure I can start raising the houses now?
You think you can start raising the houses? I prefer building the entire layout first, because
sure.
Once you start raising it, then like
yeah, I'll go.
Start clashing with it. I think you can raise this specific area, what you've just done.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think that should be fine in theory.
Yeah, because I don't see it disturbing the next house.
Yeah.
That being said, I'll be careful.
Oh, Jesus. I wanted to write 103 and I wrote 1093. Place 1034. If y'all wondering what I'm doing to replace all these blocks and stuff and using all these like fancy commands, this is a plugin called World Edit. It's also a mod for single player. It's basically for people who build a lot and they need to build big structures. We can do it really fast. We make 2 selections and we set a command and it's all done. And with all these numbers, if you ever hear us referring to blocks as numbers, so say for example I'm placing a 98 right now, these are the codes for the blocks. So if we mouse over it, we can see that some brick is block 98 and whatnot. And because I've been using World Edit for so many years, I practically remember every single block in the game, or every single block that I use. Don't. So if you ever hear us referring to numbers, I'm just literally just talking to Harry, just so we can know what we're talking about faster. Instead of saying stone bricks, it's just 98, right? So it's a lot faster. I heavily advise anyone who's building something of the scale to use World Edit. You'd be a fool if you're not using World Edit. It's like some people like to say that if you're not using, if you're using World Edit, that you're cheating because you're not building things by hand. Well, yeah, I'm still getting the same thing done, so screw you. I get my build.
Creative mode is cheating anyway.
Exactly. You have creative mode. You have infinite blocks, so you know it's
cheating.
like you can
okay.
like you could go around placing 3 blocks, or I could type like /set 3. Either way, you're just gonna place 3 blocks down. Doesn't matter because the build's just a build, right? So no, I don't care about those comments that are like you're not building things by hand. That to me doesn't make sense. It's absolutely foolish.
It's dumb. No.
Yeah. If you're gonna build things by hand, why not just go full on and build in survival mode, right?
Right.
What else was I gonna talk about the city? I talked about the city layout. Let's see. A fantastical twist for aesthetic appeal. I wrote that on my notes. The fantastical twist for aesthetic appeal. And what that basically means is what we're doing to make the city appeal and look better in Minecraft than they would in real life. So a lot of the stuff wouldn't happen in real life. Like, this would not be floating in real life because gravity works. And so when we have Minecraft, we have a lot more freedom of what we can and cannot do, because if you played Minecraft for a long time, sometimes when you see stuff like if you see something like this, you might just get used to it. In reality, like if for someone who's never played Minecraft, that might just look like a log wedged in between 2 stone bricks. For me, this looks like it's been shoved into the pillar. So that's just like a different perspective you can get from doing Minecraft animation over normal animation. But the thing with the freedom we get is no gravity. So this bridge, I would like to think that this bridge stands in real life, but I know that it probably wouldn't. What's supporting this bridge is just these pillars here and these pillars here. And the rest of it is just connected to this house. And what this bridge is a full wooden planked floor completed with stone dressings and stone like parts on these roofs. We've got a full wooden slab, wooden ceiling, roof thingy-majiggy. We've got glass and plaster in the walls, and more stone and more wood. So this is really heavy. That's gonna crumble. That is going to crumble. There's no doubt that that is going to fall. It looks fine just because we played Minecraft for like quite some time, and we've gone to use to these sort of things, and we've kind of accepted them. But that's the freedom that Minecraft gives you, because this realistically would not stand up. Much like these roof designs as well. In the cities of Lazuria, in all the cities of Lazuria, the buildings all end with this sort of roof. They're not all the same.
Lazuria?
Each city has like a different sort of roof. So Hemorrhage has the same one as Farreach, which is the city we're in right now, except it's made of wood. Verdigris, which is another city, will have it will be made of wood, but it'll look different. So you know what city you're in just by looking at what builds they have.
Wait, dude, what city is Lazuria?
What?
What city is Lazuria?
Lazuria is the country.
Oh, okay.
What? Did you forget your own series?
No. I was talking about like, wait, you're talking about like the city.
Did I say the city of Lazuria?
Yeah.
I meant the country. No, I said all the cities in Lazuria.
Ah, that's what you said. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I was like, wait, do you mean Palisade? What are you talking about?
No, Palisade has a lot of stone. Because the word Palisade, the words of the names of the city actually reflect what they are. Surprise, surprise. Palisade, for example, means like a wall, and so the city would be walled. Whoa, what a surprise. Verdigris means green, so the city will be surrounded in nature. Whoa, what a surprise. I don't want to say too much because I want to let the community think of what it means and draw their own conclusions, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But every city has a meaning, and there's more than one meaning in a lot of the cities as well. Coolio. When do you think Conquest will get the 1.13 update, and what's the first thing we'll do?
That's gonna be a while. First thing we'll
Monster's busy doing.
I don't know.
He's busy rebinding all the textures to different folders since there's a new rework of the way it works.
I would say that it depends on what textures Monster Fish can provide, because if he provides some sort of amazing texture that
he always provides amazing textures.
Ground. Yeah, he always does. But if he provides amazing textures that works for us, say for example he changes like their corals blocks to like, I don't know, some amazing ground texture that
he's probably
like,
going to.
That's like better than all of his previous ones. Yeah, we'll probably use it.
Dude, I just noticed that with the coral as well, because Monster has designed texture in Conquest Reforged, which is a mod. Let me actually pull this up real quick. I want to show you guys something amazing. Conquest Reforged. So we use the texture pack Conquest to build our cities. In Conquest Reforged, which is a mod that builds onto the Conquest texture pack, you can build stuff that looks like this. Yeah, you're looking at Minecraft. Do you believe that you're looking at Minecraft? Also, for anyone who says don't do a Minecraft animation, let's say I took all the Conquest Reforged stuff and made an animation like that, and I'd never mentioned Minecraft. Do you think they'd make the comment on don't use Minecraft? No, because they couldn't recognize that it's Minecraft. And like, there's like that kind of proves that the only thing that they're considering Minecrafty is the blocks, and that shows that they're caring about the form in which it's being delivered more than the content. Moving on. That was just my short plug for Conquest Reforged. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Please sponsor me.
I knew you would say that. Oh. You really do for marketing.
Yeah. Oh, I realized I've recently set up a Trello page. I don't know how many people in the live stream use Trello, but Yeah, I really don't like Trello, but I've decided to use one anyway just to see how it goes. And
Is
my
it
first big
popular?
mistake is sending everyone in my team the link to the Trello without inviting them to my team in the first place. Because Trello operates on their own teams, and like nobody got the invite, and it took me like 6 tries to actually get the the invite out. I solved the problem. It's all good.
By the way, what
I'm just
about
a bit special.
what do I do with this?
What do you do? What now? Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
This side of the house.
Give me 2 seconds. Oh,
Yeah,
is that
sure.
the one? What now?
Yeah, these ones.
Wait, didn't you do
What do
that
we do?
for your house?
Yeah, I did. I did. But wait, I didn't. I don't think.
Right here.
Mm.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, no, that's different.
Yeah, that's a different thing. We've
I
never
mean, you
done that
could
for.
do a double window right here.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a double window or
Or you could
or
put a block
even
there and
like
just a window. Or on the top, yeah.
also yeah, I was thinking of a window right on top.
Or even the middle would work. It doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
or just the both.
Yeah, you could do it with, or you could just cover it up. Those are your 3
Yeah,
options.
either way it works.
Or you could
But
even
I just
do
like to see
the slime camp window. What's it called? The gate this thing.
These ones.
You could.
Actually, you want to try this? Erase this, and then I
Why?
think that's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I just thought maybe it could be interesting.
It's gonna muck with your.
I'm not sure.
It's gonna make
Just
your room
because.
very funky. Because these are supposed to be really small rooms. So when you start doing that, I think it might work, but I also feel like it'll be a bit funky. That's all.
Yeah. I'm just
feel
testing
like
ideas
I
out
could
because
pop a
I'm just
bridge.
testing ideas out just because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is the first
I know.
time we've built
I
this
feel like I could toss
in
a bridge in here somewhere, just to break up
in
the
Highland House.
scenery a little bit.
Yeah. You could do a
I'm looking at
bridge
one
in
right
this
here,
house, I reckon.
like right.
Yeah,
where I am
yeah,
right now.
yep,
Yeah,
same,
yeah.
same. I played way too much with you. Why am I not using world edit? Fucking.
That house is really long. I don't like that. No, we'll come to that later.
Cool.
Let's set this floor first. Hold on. Cool. This house needs some blocks. Okay. I almost did the game, not the game theory. What's this get? What's the drama guy called?
Dry one?
No, the drama
Sorry?
guy. What's his name?
The drama guy. Keemstar?
Yeah, that guy. I almost did the it's. Oh, I don't even know. I don't watch his stuff. I don't know. It goes back to me being shit at I almost said Pulp Fiction. I mean like pulp media. What's the term you kids use to describe like your modern day entertainment?
You kids.
I legit don't know the term. I forgot. What? Pop culture. That's what it is. Yeah, pop culture. Yeah, I'm not
I don't
in
think
tune to
he's
pop
part
culture.
of
I don't even know
pop
the word pop
culture.
culture.
I don't think he's part of pop culture.
Who?
He's popular. Keemstar, he's popular, but I don't think it counts as popular culture, say.
Yeah, true. Like Marvel is pop culture probably.
Yeah, Marvel would be pop culture.
For all who don't
Minecraft.
know, I am I
Minecraft
love what
probably
Marvel
is.
does, and I'm a big fan of watching their stuff. But I'm not the guy who knows everything about it, nor do I go to the theaters to watch things when they first come out, nor do I even know when a movie releases.
Yeah.
I've told the story before, but Harry went to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp, and he goes, hey man, I'm gonna go watch the new Ant-Man movie, and I go, oh, there's a new Ant-Man movie? ... And then I realized that I have seen the poster for it, and I go, oh, I remember. Is it Ant-Man and the Bee? That's just been sticking with me the entire time. It's not Ant-Man and the Bee, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, but that's what it actually was.
Yeah.
So that's me and pulp culture. That's my relationship. I don't know pulp culture.
Yes. To be fair, technically anime is pop culture.
Anime is not pulp culture.
No?
No. Anime is a niche.
Ah.
Anime is a specific genre.
Not popular enough then, I guess.
No, it's like...
No?
You can't say that anime is pop culture. Like, okay, if you go down to the street and you saw... or you went down to Causeway Bay and you ran into some random person and you said, "Omae wa mou shindeiru," would they know what you're talking about?
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Probably not.
But if you
yeah.
went up to them and you said,
Okay.
"Avengers Assemble," would they know what you're talking about? Probably.
Probably.
Probably. High likelihood.
Yeah, fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair
That's
enough.
the difference.
I get your point, yeah.
I've goofed myself here and I don't know what I'm building. Oh, you know
How
what?
have
This
you
house will
goofed
not work.
yourself?
I just built a house that will kill me.
Oh.
No, sorry. I'm not doing it. When I build these houses, people in the stream, when I build these houses, I don't... Like, each house by themselves, I don't put too much thought into it because I trust myself in my instincts that I can build something that works.
I think you can just do this.
Yeah, be careful when you do that because now you can't build a house on the outside. Just saying.
Well, not that you. Actually, how about this? I feel like that's too small for a house.
One big house and then make a door in between them.
Okay, fair enough.
So then we can divide them.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
It's just how we divide this. Also, how are we gonna do the roof? For this corner bit, because you're not gonna build anything here, I think it would be worth if we grabbed one of these boys and then did a 101 here. Oh fuck! When did they change that?
What?
I'm stuck in the old days where when you placed one of these down, it'd be like a plus sign. I'm old man. Whoops! I forgot that doesn't happen anymore.
We've fucking done that for a while, dude.
I don't know.
We've done that for...
Oh wait, I need to go back to Hemorrhage real quick. I'm looking for something. It's
Go back to Hemorrhage.
Huh?
Go back to Hemorrhage.
No, I just went back to Hemorrhage.
No. Like the thing that you said like a while ago.
What'd I say?
I like kind of forgot how to do some of the roofs a while ago, and then you just went go back to Hemorrhage.
Oh,
and that's kind of
right, yeah. Oh, I use stone bricks. That's what I use. Not stone bricks. I'm not saying.
What?
193. I fucked up. It's not 193. It's 139. Yes, it's 139. That's what I use. So once you do this, you can stick signs all around it that like say some random stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever I place signs down on random stuff that needs me to crouch, I end up typing a whole bunch of E's because my E is crouch. People who heard that, who've never heard that, just gave me weird looks because they go E's for inventory. No, E is not for inventory. The original button for E is inventory. I is for inventory. Inventory is not spelled inventory. Yeah. But like shift does not crouch either. There's no game where shift is crouch. It's always sprint. You don't crouch with shift. It's either C or control. I do E because back then E wasn't bound to anything. Like this is way back in the day. E was not bound to anything.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Inventory is E. Stop. Honestly. Hello, Jeremiah XD. Welcome to the live stream. This is just us building the set for Levaslier, which is my animated series. Feel free to leave your thoughts below. I'd love to get into some conversation with you guys. Someone called Technical Heradia says how to download Minecraft Pocket Edition. Well, it depends on what device you're on. If you personally, I don't play Pocket Edition. Oh, hey, great. Nice to hear that you're a new subscriber. That's great. I hope you're following along with my animated series, and I hope to inspire you guys to become animators as well. That's what I primarily, I'm a video editor. I do film in real life, right? But, I hope this channel inspires you to start doing animation as well, because through Minecraft animation, that's how I actually ended up in the film industry in the first place. But anyway, back to someone's question on how to download Minecraft for Pocket Edition. First of all, I don't play Minecraft on Pocket Edition, but if you wanted to get it on Pocket Edition, you'd have to go on the Play Store and pay whatever the amount is. That's how you get Minecraft.
You have to pay on Google Play Store.
Well, no. There's a demo. I use an Android phone, and so you can have you can play the demo, and that's fine. But it basically is if anyone's heard of Minecraft Classic Mode, that's what the demo for Minecraft PE is like. So it's not bad, but you just it's just like kind of freedom building, and it's very limited. You don't have the full range of blocks that Minecraft offers.
Yeah. And the range of their world is quite small as well, as far as I can remember.
Same. That's what I remember too. I'm gonna do something pretty unique here, bro. I'm gonna try to split this building up like so. I've never done this before. Ooh, that leaves a really odd one block here, but I think we can work with that.
Is it good if I raise all their houses here by like?
You know, you don't have to do all of them as a 3-story house. Let's
lower
one of these to at least one of these to a 2-story house.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or even consider how to get levels done. Like, think of how a real city looks. It's not all spiky buildings. Like, it's spiky buildings in the middle, and then it gradually lowers down to on the sides. So if we could
maybe we could have the side ones
and taller buildings on the inside. That would look cool.
Yep, sure. Yeah, I'll work on that. This.
I also forgot to punch in doors. I'm gonna have to do that now before I forget again.
Oof.
Do the houses that you just built have doors on them?
Sorry?
Do the houses that you've just built have doors on them?
Some of them does. I think a lot of them don't.
Yeah, because I forgot.
Yeah. It's alright. I've been used to you forgetting doors. Yeah.
I don't know how many people have caught on yet. My name is not Chief. It's Chafe. It's not spelled Chief. The E and the I. It's not like my nickname is literally it's Chafe. If anyone says you spelled Chafe wrong, then my reply typically is it's Chafe, not it's Chief. My name literally is a correction of your typo. To be fair, the original name started as a typo, but I just adapted it. So whatever.
Yeah, it does. It did.
It's a name that you can't say I'm wrong. It's my name.
It's Che.
Did you know that when I used to play Halo, I called myself Master Chief, but then you can't type Master Chief in the name area because it limits your word count.
Yeah. And
so I was Master Che. The F, yeah, they cut the F off. Didn't let you put the F in. No F for you.
No F for you.
I'm gonna start doing stuff on this side rather.
This boy. What is this boy?
Might actually grab a stick and start drawing in some of the roads as well.
Yeah, sure.
Just so we can have some fun here. Oh, that's not gonna work. What else is on the list of stuff I have to talk about on my live stream? Not the fart. Not definitely not that. No. Moving on. Ooh, that smells.
I think
delicious.
we've pretty much gone through every single.
I've talked about the fantastical twist for aesthetic appeal. I love saying that. I love saying what I write. I have a English literature like secondary degree, and so I'm really Englishy. So I love when I write stuff, but nobody ever talks to that. Whoever says fantastical twist for aesthetic appeal in real life. Anyway, making the city layout functional. I talked about that, and detailing each house in the city. You know what? I might just build a random house to show people exactly how I'm building these houses.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to erect a full house because I can't. That's not the proper building method.
Mm.
Ah, that's fine. I'll do it late next time.
Okay.
It seems. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna see what you're doing. I might just add on.
Yeah,
What time is it? It is 11:55. I've got 5 minutes left.
Ooh.
I'm dead.
No, you're not.
Yo, Harry, dude. If you're making the 3 level stuff, remember what I did to your house? Don't have everything on 3 layers. Have like one part 3 layers, and then the second part 2 layers, and the first part 1 layer.
Ah, right, yeah.
Because then this adds a lot more dynamics, and it just looks a lot.
A lot more dynamics. Yes, yes.
So for those curious of what I mean, this is a house that Harry built. Well, the foundation I built, but he built the rest of it. I built this one. And I kind of helped him out here, whereby this front bit here it's supposed to be a 3-story house, right? The entire thing is a 3-story house. The first bit here is just 1 level, so if you walk in here, it's just this 1 bit, right? And you walk in here, blah blah blah, it comes up to the 2nd floor. For the 2nd floor, you realize that you get this bit here as well, and then on the 3rd floor, it's very minimal, and it's just this top part. And why this looks good is because it breaks up the symmetry. If you were to build everything up on 3 layers, it would look like just like a straight pillar, right? If you like, let's take a look at these blocks. If I just build blocks like that, that looks very straightforward and up, and it looks clean and whatnot, right? But it's a lot more interesting when you start knocking stuff off like that, and you get a much more interesting shape to play around with. And it's just testing to see what appeals to you the most. And I think that when you break stuff up and add more details like different varying layers and depth, that helps a lot.
Yeah, I agree. It's been like a really long while since we've been building up here. Like we've built this bridge house even before we finished like the ground levels. I think we actually built that right after we raised this part of the ground.
Yeah, I think so too. Because there's a reason behind why we raised this specific part of the ground as well. It's because if this part wasn't raised, it'd be flat. Like from the castle to this gate, it'd be completely flat. Look at how flat everything else is. And again, this adds depth because this pushes everything up on the y-axis, meaning it pushes everything up. So it's more interesting to look at just because of that aspect. We already have the depth. That's the z-axis, or how far you can see. So if I stand here and I look like into the distance, this is very interesting to look at because there's so many buildings going like forward. It would be a lot better if these houses had varying depths so you could see some up and downs, but the thing here is that we have to keep the lower levels. We're intentionally keeping everything on the same level because everything on the lower level is supposed to be fancier and dull, while everything up top is supposed to be did I say fancier and dull? I mean less fancy and dull. While everything on top is supposed to be really fancy and really spectacular, really like eye-catching and aesthetic. Coolio. Glad we got through that one. What else? I think I was going to say something about the bottom buildings. Ah, right. I'm not sure if you noticed, Harry. I'm talking this to you.
Yeah.
We built the Winter Dragon, which is the pub.
Yeah, the pub.
We built that as the first building, and you can tell that it has
one of the first.
You can tell that it has some meaning in the story, just because it sticks out from the ground, like unlike anything else. Yeah, if you look at everything and you look at this one, it's like the one building with the dragon on it, so you can clearly tell that there's some sort of meaning behind it.
Yep.
I love how that's the one building
that erects it. Like,
yeah, no, if you just like stand at the port and you look into the city, you're gonna see that dragon there.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I don't see that because my render is tiny.
What's my render?
Tiny
distance?
plus, actually, I think.
I have 16 far. My frame's at 49. That's pretty good.
That's That's a very unique house.
This one? No, combine
Yeah.
this one with the one next to it.
Ah, okay.
Okay, even if you do that, it's still very
a
unique.
very unique house.
Yeah. I'm just I just I'm thinking I have
Cool.
to do
Have
both.
fun.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do
Have
this on
fun.
different levels. That's the only
Yeah.
possible way.
Also,
Say what now?
yeah, you wanna punch out. You wanna punch out the doors for these houses. The houses that are erect
Oh, sure.
right now. Yeah. Thanks.
Where are the
Thank you.
streets? Oh, they're on both sides. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Some of these do have doors. That's weird.
Yes, some of these. It's like you unconsciously remember some of these. Others, nah, they don't need doors.
Yeah, doors are
Can
overrated.
just fly in. Yeah.
Did you say flying? That's so old tech.
No.
We no clip. Like door here.
Oof.
I see this little space here, and I want to
Which
take
little
full
space?
advantage of it, but I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be like a storage
How?
thing. I guess.
What
I'll just punch a
advantage
hole.
are you gonna take?
I'll just punch a hole here for this guy.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever.
Storage, I guess. I don't know. It's where he dumps his dead bodies.
We can put in some Easter eggs or something.
Yeah.
Put a lost meme there. No one's gonna see
Put a
it.
lost meme there. I imagine somebody actually finding. Wait, did I? Oh no, I showed the lost meme in Dire Shield
Yes, you did.
in a live stream. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Fucking Tom Holland. Thanks.
To be fair, I don't think it'd be there when the server goes public. Would it?
You know what? It'd probably stay there.
I'd probably forget about it.
Yes,
Fucking
you
nobody
probably
would.
forget about it. Someone's gonna ask you, and you're gonna be like, culture.
Culture. We should make Dire Shield a capturable point when it becomes. Well, I mean, it obviously is. But I
Yeah,
mean, like the
it's been that way
No,
since it's been
What
built.
what I meant to say was like the castle, like with the capture point, the specific point where you have to stand to capture, like RVG, will be in the middle of the fucking thing. I went full on Australian there. I hope no one noticed.
Yeah. I would say every tower and every single tower in Dark Shield and their castles. I remember there's a small one and there's a bigger one. Both
Oh,
of them
there's an
should be
outpost,
captured.
and there's a fortress. Yeah.
Oh right, outpost.
I was gonna use the outpost just as like a buff point, not a capture point. So if you capture that one, you get a buff instead of a full capture point.
I would just say make them all capture points, just to make it simpler.
No, because that doesn't make it simpler.
That doesn't know.
Because then now they respawn there, and so you have to start balancing the game like that.
Hmm.
Because if they respawn there, they can sprint up really fast.
Yeah,
or they
you
get
know what?
spawn
You,
killed.
I get you. I
Or
get
they
you.
get spawn killed.
Now I get
It's one or
you.
the other.
Yeah, spawn killed. Fucking. Dude, I do well in SOCOM. And when I hopped in like normal insurgency, I get fucking spawn killed
What
every
is
single
SOCOM?
time I respawn. SOCOM's a mod where you play in per person.
Oh, you play that?
Yeah, I played that in a public server. I do well on it.
Oh, okay. I got a random
some good.
gold award in Insurgency
Huh.
for no reason.
Too bad that mod got server got shut down.
I'm pretty sure people still oh my god, still start their own servers.
Yeah, but not SOCOM. SOCOM is shut down completely.
Sounds
There's a
like RBG
talk
to me.
on like, yeah, pretty much. There was a talk like a few years ago when we started playing Insurgency, specifically SOCOM, when it shut down. There's a group where it says like this community is trying to revive SOCOM or something. That never came to fruition.
Okay.
So that sucks.
I'm gonna redesign this
Anyways.
awkward germ house thing.
Yeah, sure. Wait, which one?
I just full on called it a germ. Andrea's not here, so I can't. I'll just shift the road, because the road's being the bitch that's making.
Well, she's muted. She's muted. So.
Wait, she's still here?
Yeah.
Oh. Germ.
Don't.
Moving on.
Right. Do you have to roast your girlfriend in the middle of the stream?
What, you want me to roast in the beginning and the end?
Why not?
Beginning, middle, and end, no stop. The roastage never stops.
It goes around full circle.
No, it doesn't, because it gets repelled.
I wonder what if I do this for this house. Wouldn't that look weird?
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to design this roof for the house. I'm thinking that looks weird like this, so I
feel
might
like
just
that's a bit.
that.
I feel like that's facing the wrong direction.
Is it?
I feel like if you were to shift it this way, it would feel a bit better.
Ah, yes, it would. Yeah.
Also, it's because it's a 3x3.
Yeah.
As opposed to your house, which is not
Mainly.
3x3.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know what you could do? You could just
hey.
pull it out, dude. You could just pull it out. Pull this part of the
Pull
building
it
out.
out?
Yo.
Ah, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Actually, yes. Oh, thank you for saving my ass.
Consider your ass saved. I almost said fucked, but that's gay.
Gay AF.
Did you just say gay ass?
Gay AF,
Oh.
but pretty much the same thing. Fucking gay ass.
Oh.
What happened there?
Wrong button. Oh, whoa, bro. Are you putting in the support pillars? In the middle of the buildings?
In the middle of the
realized.
buildings? Oh no.
I just realized we completely forgot about those. These tiny details that no one will ever see.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah.
I do actually. I do.
Oh, you did? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm dumb. Okay.
To be fair, we never did it in Hemorrhage. Although that was 1 year ago. So.
I did
That was-
it. I did
that was-
it in Hemorrhage 2. In Hemorrhage 1.
In Hemorrhage 3. Fucking we.
I don't. You
That's-
didn't do it in
that's
Hemorrhage 2
sweet.
because you didn't bother doing it.
Hemorrhage 2, I didn't really contribute, anyways.
What? Wait, did you not? Oh, right. No, Hemorrhage 2 was entirely me, wasn't it? Yeah. You helped out with. You were learning at the time.
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I was learning. Yeah. Oh. I think I may have did one house in Hemorrhage 2. That
Probably. I
may
would
be
have
about.
encouraged you to do some other houses.
Yeah, I'm sure I would. I definitely would have loved to do other houses. Anyways. I'm not sure. I don't remember particularly doing any houses in Hemorrhage 2. Mainly because I suck at building at the time. Although I still suck. Not that much, but
You
you know.
better.
Yeah, getting good.
You're getting gooder.
Yeah, basically.
Don't like that. Don't like that. Oh my god.
Not like this.
Stop this. Don't do it. I'm a virgin.
Wouldn't you just beg for someone to do it?
No, I'm quoting that old man. Have you not seen that video?
Wait, which one?
I'll send it to you after the stream.
Yeah, sure.
Also, it's like 12 something right now. Yeah, it's 12:10. Cool. I'm gonna have to cut the stream short. Yeah, because I got school tomorrow.
Well, maybe you can stay for a bit more.
My ass is
You know.
hurting. I've been sitting the entire day. Okay, cool.
Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream short today. Sorry I streamed late. Along with being late, I also set the stream to private for the first 48 minutes, I think. And so that kind of screwed me over.
That was dumb.
Yeah. No. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream short now. For anyone who's new, I make Minecraft animation tutorials every Monday, special content on Wednesday, and live streams every Thursday. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay notified. I am a YouTuber who's trying to influence and change Minecraft animations for the better while working on my own animated series, Levaslier. If you want to join the community of survivalists, the doors of my Discord channel are always open, so check the description for details, or check the comments when I actually send it, which will be in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. There's the Discord link to my Discord channel that you can interact with me in. If you're interested in supporting us, we also have a Patreon set up. Patreon is a platform that allows you to donate an amount that you choose every month. This is not a one-sided donation, as Patreon supporters will have cool rewards like behind-the-scenes footage, early access to new episodes, including the prologue that I've just finished, exclusive renders, and even one-on-one sessions with me. So if you'd like to support me via Patreon, go to patreon.com/TeamWnJ. That's patreon.com/TeamWnJ. And with that said and done, I'm wrapping up the stream. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.